Okay? Religion is used by the elite groups to set standards for and keep down the working class and to lend supernatural support to the elite's position. It keeps the poor down, saying the elite, being a king is good, the kingdom of heaven. So if you have a kingdom of heaven, you got to have kingdom on earth, because the earth should reflect heaven. So you support a king. And think about it. What is a king, boys and girls? A dictator. Religion encourages the poor to accept their position on earth by offering them rewards after death. In other words, all religions are guilty. You know, stay poor. Okay, don't cause any problems. Just be good. That rich person's going to go to hell. You're going to go to heaven. Or they'll say that, you know, be a good person. Don't cause any problems. You'll be with God. God will reward you at the end. Or be a good person. You're poor. Okay, but if you're good, when you come back, you reincarnate, you'll move up to a higher level. Or you'll reach nirvana. Okay, and that rich person will come back into a lower level if that rich person was bad. So you're going to have the last laugh, after you die. You know, so stay poor, don't cause any problems. Well, you know, all religions have said that, directly or indirectly. Think about Christianity: the meek shall inherit the earth. Well, in reality, anytime the meek has made any gains, they were not meek. They fought. Okay, now the type of fighting I'm recommending, boys and girls, not to do violence. You know, we're going to fight peacefully and through the ballot box. Okay. On Thursday, we leave for home. Okay, real quickly, I'll talk about this more in another time, because we have a time factor here, boys and girls. But real quickly, what this is about, you see this guy, Captain Benteen. They're on a planet. They've been away from Earth. Okay, and they're trying to get back to Earth. They've been 30 years away from Earth. Okay, and you see how he keeps the people together. He's really strict. It's desert. And if he didn't have these strict rules, and you can see it's very religious-like, these people would not have survived. And so he had to be strict with them. Now, the ship from Earth with the colonel comes and is going to bring them home to Earth. It's going to be on a Thursday and a few days later. And you see now the new conflict, because that Captain Benteen, how he kept these people together to survive. He doesn't want to give up his power. And here's the colonel, and he's coming up on this planet. He's coming up with all these scientific things where a person has a broken arm, he wraps something around it, and 3 days later, the person no longer has a broken arm. Okay, and also he's more democratic than Benteen, because they're going to go back to Earth. You could see that. And Captain Benteen is against this. He doesn't like this. Anyway, he tries to tell his people not to go back to Earth. Earth is a terrible place. But the people leave on the ship with the colonel, and they go back to Earth, and Captain Benteen is left alone on the planet. Okay, what does this mean, boys and girls? Well, religion has done a lot of positive consequences for people, just like Captain Benteen. It has kept us alive. It had taught us community. It has, where, we didn't have knowledge of science back then. Religion gave us answers, okay, and kept us together, okay, gave us good rules to follow. Okay. However, science now is, we have more and more knowledge of the world around us, scientific knowledge, and if religion doesn't take a back seat to science and support science, just like in that Twilight Zone, it will be left behind. Just like Captain Benteen, he represents religion. He was left behind. Okay. If you look at the history of all religions, when they were not able to give to the needs of the people, they were left behind. If you go to Greece, for instance, nobody worships Zeus anymore. Think about it. That was the god, for 1,000 years in Greece, when Greece had their little city-states, empires. Nobody worships that. That was left behind. It no longer fit the needs of the people. Was not able to keep up with the needs of the people. In ancient Egypt, nobody praised the Re anymore. Okay, that was left behind. Think about the great Egyptian empire for 1,000 years. They prayed the Re. Nobody praised the Re. Re as if never existed there. In Egypt, they're mostly Muslim and Christians there. So these are certain things to realize, and for religion, now there's science. If it does not accept science and make it, support it, strongly support it, has to learn to take a back seat. It's no longer going to be the only son. It's got to be the captain, and science is the colonel, looking at that Twilight Zone. and they have to take a back seat, because if they try to fight science, they will be left behind. Because science provides a way better life. What is the four-letter word of the day? Is last. Last means continue, go on, persist, carry on. For religion to last or continue, it needs to take a backseat to science and also to be democratic in dealing with people. Okay, paraphrasing Freud, like I said the first time we met, boys and girls, religions are accurate in symbolic form but totally wrong in literal content. Religion is an illusion. It's a representation of reality. It's not reality. It's a story that has a moral to it. It's a representation. In other words, boys and girls, science describes the nature of reality more accurately than religion. Okay. And in our future society, boys and girls, is going to be economic democracy, where religion is going to take a backseat to science. People will have their beliefs and still practice their religion if they choose to. That'll be there, but it'll be different. Okay, science will come first. So, economic democracy, the workers are going to have the power. Religions are going to go through changes. It's no longer. It's going to be the religions itself will be more democratic. Maybe you're going to have religions in the future. People vote for their clergy. It's going to be totally different instead of they're just clergy coming in and saying this is what you have to do. So I think religions are going to go through a lot of modifications. But anyway, economic democracy, once again, boys and girls, is the collective ownership or control by the workers of the factories, mills, mines, railroads, land, and all other apparatuses of producing. Economic democracy means producing to satisfy human needs, not as under the market economy for selling and profit. Economic democracy means true command and administration of the industries and social services by the workers through a democratic government based on the economic organization and not controlled and managed by a fraction of a percentage of the population as in the market economy. Here are the references, boys and girls, to what I spoke about today. Okay, boys and girls, obviously this was episode 6. We talked about religion. I hope you enjoyed it. And when you tell your mommy and daddy when they tuck you in bed tonight, you give them a big kiss, you tell them that you love them, and then you tell them, let's set up an economic democratic society, okay, and let's start now. Okay, till next time, boys and girls, bye. Bye-bye.